We said it like we meant it, but we didn't know how to leave. Some goodbyes aren't spoken, they just slowly breathe.
Yeah, we practiced walking out more times than I admit. Packed up our pride but never really split. Every this is over felt rehearsed and fake, cause even in the silence our hearts would still ache. I said we're done, like it was strength in disguise, but my hands were shaking, couldn't look in your eyes. Truth is, I don't know how to let you fade. Every goodbye I tried just bent and frayed. We'd circle back, like the fight never closed, like love was a wound that never fully froze. I memorized your footsteps leaving the floor, but somehow you were still standing at the door. I don't know how to hate you, don't know how to end, don't know how to stop calling you my best friend. Maybe some hearts never followed through, maybe goodbye was never built for me and you.
We keep saying this is it, but we don't walk away. We keep drawing final lines, then erase them the next day. We never learn goodbye, never learn to let it die. We keep holding on to echoes of the tears we didn't cry. Every time we say farewell, it sounds like see you soon. We never learn goodbye, we just leave the room.
You ever love someone so much it feels wrong? Like even when it's broken it still feels strong. We try to fix the cracks with temporary glue, but every patch just pulled me back to you. I blame time and blame the stress, blamed everything except this mess, but deep down I know the truth, I'm terrified of losing you. So I pick fights to test your stake, push you close and push away. Say go find better, act like I don't care, but the thought of you gone, I can't breathe there. We're two stubborn souls with trembling hands, trying to leave but don't understand. Some love stories don't burn to the ground, they just keep whispering without a sound.
If we really meant goodbye, why are you still in my mind? If we really closed the door, why am I still open? You'll walk inside.
Maybe goodbye ain't a word we know, maybe our hearts just won't let go. Maybe we're scared of the empty space of not seeing forever in your face. I still hear you laugh in my quiet room, still feel your shadow when I move. You're stitched in every memory, a part of every piece of me. And I hate that I still care this deep, hate that your name still steals my sleep. But love don't vanish on command, it lingers in the smallest hand. So if we try again or let it be, I just hope you remember me, not as someone who walked away, but someone who never learned how to say.
We never learned goodbye, never mastered letting go. We just stand in different corners of a love we still both know. Every ending feels like pause, like we're caught in between. We never learn goodbye.
Some goodbyes are final, and some we're still learning.
I was one breath away, one more fight, one more night, almost let you go.
Yeah, we were standing in the kitchen, silence louder than the war. Suitcase by the doorway, tears dripping on the floor. I said I didn't need you, pride screaming in my chest, but every word I threw at you was fear in a bulletproof vest. I've been broken since forever, learned to love with clenched fists. Every I'm okay was just a lie between my lips. You saw the cracks I covered up with anger and control. Held my shaking hands when I was losing self-control. I push away the only thing that ever felt like peace. Turn stay with me forever into maybe we should leave. Yeah, I sabotage the good before it ever grows, cause I'm scared you'll see the worst and finally let me go. But you stayed when I was hard to love, stayed when I was barely breathing hope, stayed when the storm inside my head was drowning every word I spoke. You said I know you're hurting, but I'm not your enemy. I saw the fear behind your eyes begging me to leave.
I almost let you go, almost watched you walk away, almost chose my broken pride over love that chose to stay. You helped me when I closed the door, when I said I'm better alone. I almost let you go.
let me fall. You love me through the chaos, through the nights I couldn't sleep, through the demons in my head that whispered I'm too deep. I'm not good with soft emotions, I was raised on survival, where love meant weakness and attachment meant arrival. But you rewrote the script I memorized as a kid. Show me strength ain't in the damage that I did. It's insane I was wrong when I'm scared to be exposed, and choosing us instead of building higher walls of stone. You taught me that forever ain't a cage. It's a promise made in truth, not rage. And every time I almost ran away, you pull me back from my own mistakes.
I was inches from goodbye, seconds from regret. Almost turned our future into something I forget. If you leave, I'll understand, but I'm still holding out my hand. You don't have to fight alone. You don't have to lose your hope.
I remember that night, rain tapping on the glass. Thought love was something fragile that was never meant to last. But you looked at me steady, no anger, no disguise, just tears and stubborn hope shining in your eyes. Said I don't want perfect, I just want real. I want the scars and the parts you don't let heal, and that it deeper than 1,000 screams. Cause you love the parts I hide in my dreams. So I dropped the armor, let the truth show. Told you I was terrified and need you so. Cause if you left, I break for real. Not just numb, not just steal. I almost let you go that night. Almost let fear win the fight. But love ain't weak, it's choosing to stay when walking away feels easier, right? Chose us that night.
Almost let you go, but we're still here, still fighting, still choosing each other. There's a drawer in my room, full of words you never read, ink still wet from tears I never let you see.
Yeah. Got a stack of folded paper like a tower of regret. Every line of conversation that we never even had yet. Wrote your name 1,000 times and crossed it out in shame. Cause loving you in silence felt safer than the pain. I was scared to lose you, so I never spoke the truth. Built a wall around my heart and blamed it on my youth. Every I'm fine was really please don't walk away. But I'd rather choke on feelings than beg you to stay. I wrote about the nights I waited by the phone, pretending I was strong, pretending I was grown. But every time you laughed with somebody new, I felt my chest crack open, never told you that too. Yeah, these letters in my drawer still breathing, full of words like I need you when I'm barely sleeping. But pride's a prison with invisible bars, and I lock myself in with these unfinished scars.
You never knew how much I tried to say the things I had to hide. I folded every truth away and let the silence decide.
These are letters I never sent, words that never reached your hands. All the love I never spent, buried deep in where I stand. I was screaming in the quiet, bleeding ink instead of tears. Letters I never sent, been haunting me for years. I wrote about the way you looked that summer night, city lights in your hair, everything felt right. I wrote that you were home before I knew the word, that your silence hurt louder than anything I heard. But instead I played it cool, acted unbothered, like feelings were a weakness I never even fostered. Told my friends I didn't care if you walked away, then went home and wrote another letter that I'd never say. One said I'm jealous, one said I'm scared, one said I'm terrified you find someone who's more prepared, more stable, more open, more ready to love. While I'm still fighting ghosts, I can't rise above. You deserve honesty, I gave you disguise. You deserve my heart, I gave you half-truth lies. Now the only proof I ever really tried is in the ink that dried where my tears collided.
If I gave you all the pages, would you stay or turn away? If you read between the lines, would you finally hear me say?
I almost mailed one at 3 a.m. Said I love you, then erased it again. My thumb hovering over send like a loaded gun. Scared one confession could undo what we become. Cause what if you didn't feel the same? What if my truth just added blame? you're somewhere I can't reach, and all these letters feel like speech at a funeral for what we had, for the future we almost grabbed. If I could hand you one right now, it wouldn't be perfect, wouldn't know how, and just say I loved you more than I could show. I was broken, but it was real, and I'm sorry I let you go.
These are letters I never sent, truth I buried in the dark, all the love I never spent, still echoing in my heart. If silence was my biggest sin, then fear was my defense. These are letters I never sent, and I don't know where you went. Maybe one day you'll read them in my eyes. Maybe one day
I'll finally be brave enough
to send one.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't wake up like this. You build it. Pressure by pressure. Scar by scar. War ready. War ready. Boots laced tight. Mind locked in. I don't blink in the fight. Pressure on my chest like a weighted vest. But I move through fire like I'm built for the test. Every loss was fuel for the engine. Every betrayal sharp in my vision. I don't talk loud, I calculate first, then unload truth in a lyrical burst. Heartbeat knock like a drumline march, cold stare sharp like a blade in the dark. I've been through storms that don't leave marks, just mental scars and survival sparks. They freeze when the tension rise, I get focused, predator eyes. No wasted breath, no reckless swing. Every move deliberate, king mindset king. War ready, not hype, just train. Pain baptized me, pressure ingrained. Now I stand in the chaos, steady and calm. Storm in my brain, but peace in my palm. War ready. War ready. Calm but deadly, move slow, thinking heavy. When the smoke rise, I don't panic. Discipline, cold movement, strategic. War ready, built from scars. Turn street lessons into battle bars. If life swing hard, I don't fall. I stand tall, ready for it all. Slide through tension like smoke in there. Low tone voice, but the focus rare. Never loud with the flex or talk. Real power quiet when it walk. Respect earned, not demanded. Every move precise, never random. Chessboard mind, I play for keeps. While they chase noise, I plant my seeds. War ready, ain't about rage, just patience learned from a darker stage. It's breathing slow when the pressure hit. It's holding ground and not losing grip. I've seen nights where the hunger loud, felt invisible inside a crowd. But I never folded, never begged. I learned to stand where others fled. West wind cool, but the fire deep. Dreams don't rest and kings don't sleep. I build in silence, rising storms. Adapt quick when the climate foams.
You ever feel like the world against you? Like every door closed when you walk through? That's when the worry inside gets born. Not in comfort, but in a storm.
Mind militant, vision crisp, every syllable sharp with a steel tight grip. Adrenaline rush, but the breathing slow. That's how real soldiers learn to grow. I don't shoot wild, I aim exact. Every setback stored as a tactical fact. Blueprint brain in the war zone. Built foundations from broken stone. You call it pressure, I call it fuel. You call it chaos, I call it rule. Every doubt that try to invade, turn the bricks in the empire I made. War ready, not loud, not flashy. Energy calm, but the impact flashing. I don't need noise to validate. My presence alone, recalibrate. With fear knocked twice at the mental gate. I don't hesitate, I dominate. Armor internal, heart reinforced. Every loss redirected, never forced. War ready, eyes steady, hands clean, but the mind heavy. Built for the heat, trained in the cold. Turned every weakness into gold. War ready, never shaky. Pressure never break me. If the world go dark, I spark. Stand tall when it fall apart. They see strength, they see strength. They don't see strength. Don't see nights wrestling with pain. Heavy crown on a restless head. Thoughts like battles before bed. War ready cost me peace at times. Cost me trust in softer lines. But I learned that growth ain't free. It demand resilience heavily. every scar, stitch discipline tight. Every loss, sharpen survival sight. Now when the tension fill the room, I don't flinch, I assume position, assume control, assume the weight of the role. Not perfect, not flawless, not bulletproof skin, just a fighter who refuses to bend.
War ready,